Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Dean. Welcome back to the TTC. It's New Zealand 5 without loss as we begin here on day 4. Look at them there. They're New Zealand. They're 3-0. They've already qualified. The West Indies need to win this game in order to put themselves, I guess, in a position to qualify. Sri Lanka will play South Africa later in the round. And maybe the winner of that game will go on to progress. But I guess if the West Indies win this, then they will be in prime position. Now, they declared on day 3 with a big lead. A lead of about 273 it was. And now New Zealand are back in at the crease. They got 2 days to get them out. This might be the first wicket with Tom Latham possibly being run out here. Yep, that's going to be a wicket. So the Kiwis are going to lose their first. They've got plenty of work to do here on day 4. Lots and lots of runs need to be scored, and really just time needs to be battered. If they can survive out through day 4, you could possibly take it into day 5 in a draw, which would be obviously, probably the best case scenario for them. It's unlikely they're going to make 400 runs and then, knock the West Indies over. But we've seen stranger things happen in this tournament so far. So Williamson and Blundell with the task ahead of them at 26 for 1. Run rate at the moment just over 2.5. Or maybe it's just under 2.5. Oh, there's a bit of a mix-up at the bowler's end, but they'll get back for 2 safely. Jason Holder with the ball in hand. Of course, New Zealand only making about 170 odd in the opening innings, so the West Indies really have put themselves... Or they make 270. Maybe it was 270. Maybe I'm forgetting how many runs they actually made. So, obviously, still a lot of work to do from their point of view. Really got to build this partnership and continue to grow it after batting, I think, 2 overs last night. And they've only lost the 1 wicket this morning. This looks like another one. A little edge onto the pad from Kane Williamson. Jamal Warrican, who's taken a number of wickets in this tournament, has this one. With an inside edge onto pad, taken nicely. I think it was Shea Hope in there. It was 43 for 2. Williamson, the big wicket for the West Indies. And something that we might want to talk about this tournament is we've seen a lot of the, really strong batsmen not quite performing to maybe the levels we would be expecting. Guys like Smith, guys like Williamson, even Joe Root. Haven't made too many big scores throughout this tournament. Your David Warners, your Tom Lathams. It's been sort of from those second-tier players. Ross Taylor's probably been one of the more impressive batsmen, especially from a New Zealand point of view, to actually make runs on a consistent basis. And even Babar Azam, since the opening round, hasn't quite been the same. But let's have a look here. End of the first session here. New Zealand 89 for 2, so they are progressing this tournament forward a little bit more, or this game forward a little bit more. 89 for 2 as they stand here. So Blundell and Taylor, we haven't seen too many big 100-plus run partnerships from majority of sides. The West Indies have probably been the best side at doing that with the bat this tournament, and we even saw it, I guess, in the last matchup they had against Afghanistan, where they really... fired it through, and bang, that's a quality shot from Taylor through mid-wicket. That'll be 4 as they tick over the 100 mark, and they get that lead of the West Indies underneath 170 right now, down to 164 at the moment, and Ross Taylor's pushing towards a 50, and he's done it in pretty good fashion, to be fair, at the moment, on 47 from 72 as Blundell gets that fine. That'll be 4 more. Oh, shot. That'll be 50 for Ross Taylor. Pulled away to perfection. It's a boundary, and it will be the half century for Ross Taylor. So it's exactly what New Zealand would have been looking for, is someone to really make a stand, bring up a 50. There's a big shout. There's a wicket. The partnership's broken, and the West Indies, through Cornwall, get the snapping wicket that they were looking for. Now, this was sent upstairs by New Zealand, so will this be overturned? Gee, it looked pretty plumb, didn't it? Not sure what Tommy Blundell's doing here, but oh, it's missing! It's missing! It did go over the top, so Blundell survives. Ross Taylor now nicking the over later, so a huge twist in the tail. Instead of Blundell getting out for LBW, it is going to be Taylor out caught behind trying to cut this away. So after just making his half century, he's the one who is going to depart. The West Indies get that wicket they were looking for. The partnership still breaks. 127 for 3. It's just not the man you thought it would be. Tommy Blundell still in on 46 from 133. Henry Nicholls joins him at the crease now out in the middle. There's a bit of a mix-up here at the bowler's end. Going to be close. They'll get home. And we actually look at Tommy Blundell's innings here as he looks to bring up his half-century with a couple of runs here. And he's just batted a lot of time, which is something that the New Zealand side need to do in this match if they're any real chance of surviving. He's just batted a lot of time. Blundell's batted for 140 deliveries. It's more than 23 overs just individually. So that's more than half the innings. A really good knock from him, and if he can continue to keep at the crease, maybe push on and make a ton and really give New Zealand the best chance of surviving in this matchup and not taking the L, getting either a draw or even, I guess, if they can create enough big partnerships, possibly even a win. So at the moment, they've got that lead of the West Indies down to 100 as Blundell finds the boundary again, hitting over third man. Henry Nicholls has come in and played a pretty good supporting role at the crease, 29 from 58. See that one, geez, it's close. We've got one ball left in the session. Oh, and it's gone straight through him again. So a big swing and a miss from Tom Blundell. New Zealand come from the ground as we head to the dinner break here in this day-nighter at Trinidad. 178 for 3, New Zealand. They're 95 runs behind. They've got 7 wickets in hand. They've still got a day and a session remaining in this test match to really, I guess, change the narrative of how it might go. West Indies still in the best position here with a lead of 90 runs. And any more wickets, I guess, in this session would be absolutely critical. And this is the big one of Tom Blundell. The outside edge, Cornwall found it again. That's his second wicket this session. And New Zealand lose their 4th. And it was their main opener who had been batting really well in this innings. It was Tom Blundell. He's out for 70, 183 for 4. Yeah, we look at that 195 balls. That's 32 overs faced of the 69 of this New Zealand innings as the 200 comes up. And it really was just a strong performance with the bat in terms of batting what you'd want to see in a test match. Batting strong, batting for time, batting and getting runs as well. Keeping that scoreboard, I guess, ticking over, but, maintaining your position at the crease. And that's something that New Zealand need to continue to do if they're any chance of holding off in this test. And, oh, there's another one. That's a ripping ball. Beat him in flight. Nicholls going to go. Just the flight had him through the shot a little bit late, or a little bit early, actually. Cornwall snags the outside of off stump. 212 for 5, New Zealand. That's a couple of bad wickets to lose in this session. It's now Watling and de Grandhomme's duties to get New Zealand back in front of this game. Obviously 5 down, make that 6. BJ Watling, the last, I guess, of the recognised batsmen to depart. He's a wicketkeeper batsman. Cornwall again, he's got 3 this session, or 3 today at least. Watling out for 25, 221 for 6. The West Indies close in on putting themselves in a victory position as the new ball has been taken. De Grandhomme picks up a couple here with Santner joining him out there in the middle. But there's still 38 runs away, or Bowles End should be close. Not out. But they're still 35 runs away from actually getting the lead back and forcing New Zealand to bat again. That could have been a direct hit. It could have been at the bowler's end in a run out. There was so many things that could have gone wrong there from New Zealand's point of view, but they didn't. They survived. And what are we at the moment? It's 250 for 6. So 23 run lead now for the West Indies. You'd expect New Zealand should get at least these 23 runs and force the West Indies to bat again, but that might not happen tonight, given we've only got a couple of overs remaining in the day's play. I think we've got 2 more after this. Santner picks up 2 more. The lead is down to 12. So we're down to the final over of play. We've got 3 deliveries to come. Santner's hit this for 2. And he's actually looked okay at the crease. 51 balls faced from 24 runs. He's been able to score from that. 26 runs. Sorry, he's been able to score from that. They're 10 behind New Zealand. Yamal Warrican with the ball with the second last delivery of the day. West Indies leading wicket taker in this tournament. Can he get something on the final ball today? Santner knocks it away. It'll be a dot. And that will be stumps here on day 4. West Indies will have a 10-run lead heading into the final day's play. New Zealand have 4 wickets in hand. Gee, this is actually a very exciting day 5 because it could be a draw if New Zealand can hold on. Could be a West Indies win if they can somehow get the wickets quickly. And maybe even New Zealand could win. I don't know. There's still a lot of time in the game. 1 day of play. A lot can happen in it. Let's see how it all plays out on day 5. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for day number 5. Goodbye.